Hi, so today we're going to find the total surface area of a rectangular pyramid. So here's a rectangular pyramid. A rectangular pyramid is a pyramid that has a rectangle for a base. So here's my base. And all the sides, the lateral faces are triangles. Remember we talked about that the other day. So I'm going to find the total surface area of this rectangular pyramid. So to find that, I need to remember that this is a rectangle. So then this width here is exactly the same size as this width over here. They're exactly the same size. So if one of them was 5 centimeters, and this side over here would be 5 centimeters. Then remember, a rectangle, the front side is exactly the same as the back side. So that would mean if I open this rectangular pyramid up and I made a net, right? And if this was 10 inches, then this would have to be 10 inches. And the triangles that I make when I open it up, the triangles that are created, these are exactly the same. So my slant height, whatever the slant height is here, would be the same as it is here. These two would be the same also to each other. They would be different from these two triangles. So you have to look at all, all the triangles that are created by the lateral sides, lateral faces. So let's look at this pyramid. This one has dimensions, so we're going to find the total surface area. So to find the total surface area, first you have to find the lateral surface area, and you add the area of the base. Okay, so let's find the lateral surface area. So the lateral surface area depends on the shape. It's the area of all the sides, right, of all the faces. So on a pyramid, all of the sides are going to be triangles. So let's look at this triangle right here. I'm going to shade this one in, this one right here. This one has a base of 13 centimeters and a slant height of 11.5. So how do you find the area of this triangle? The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to do, the base is 13, so 13 times my slant height is 11.5 divided by 2. Go ahead and figure that out real quick. 11.5 times 13 divided by 2 is 74.75. So the area of this triangle is 74.75 centimeters squared. That's that one. The one on the back is exactly the same because this also is 13. So the one in the back, which I will shade in blue right here. This back one is exactly the same. So you have two that are exactly the same. So 74.75 plus 74.75. Now I'm going to do the front, or this one right here. If you can see it, I will probably highlight that one. This one right here, this side one, this triangle right there. This side triangle right here has a base of 11.75 and a slant height of 12. So I'm going to find the area of this triangle. So 11.75 times 12 divided by 2. So 11.75 plus 12 times 12, 11.75 times 12 divided by 2 is 70.5. So the area of this triangle is 70.5 centimeters squared. But I have this one, and I also have the one back here in the back, which I won't shade in because you won't be able to tell. But there's one in the back with this, right? Because it's a rectangle. You have one up here in the front and one back here. So that's going to be exactly the same. So it's going to be 70.5 centimeters squared. So I'm going to add all my lateral faces. One of them is 70.5. The one in the back, 70.5. This red one is 74.75. And its opposite is also 74.75. So you have to add all of this will be the area of my lateral area, the area of all the lateral faces. So add those up real quick. 70.5 plus 70.5. You should have gotten 290.5. So my lateral surface area is 290.5 centimeters squared. Let's do that again just to make sure. Yep, 290.5 centimeters squared. Plus, I have to add the area of the base. So what shape is the base? Well, my base is a rectangle. It's 11.75 times 13. So my rectangle, I'm just going to draw it so you can see it. It is 11.75 and 13. All right. Here's my rectangle, 11.75 and 13. So how do you find the area of a rectangle? You multiply base times height. Don't divide by 2 because you only divide by 2 when you're finding the area of a triangle. So that will be 152.75 centimeters squared. So the area of the base, this base is a rectangle, right? The area of the base is a rectangle. So I drew it here, 13 by 11.75. You multiply it, and you should have gotten, I'm going to multiply it again, make sure I didn't make a mistake, 152.75 for the area of the base. Total surface area is lateral area plus the area of the base. So my lateral, the area of all the sides was 290.5. So I found the area of all the triangles. I added them together. And I wound up with 290.5 centimeters squared. Then I found the area of the base, which is a rectangle. I drew it here. I multiplied 13 times 11.75, and I wound up with 152.75. Now I just have to add it together because it's total surface area. So the total of all the surfaces, the area of all the surfaces. So I have 4 triangles and 1 rectangle. So I have to find the area of all the triangles plus the rectangle. All the triangles was 290.5 and the rectangles 152.75. So I add them together. 290.5 and that's what I got. 443.25 centimeters squared. So lateral, just one more minute. Lateral means, lateral area is the area of all of the lateral faces. When you want to find a total surface area, you find the lateral, the area of all the lateral faces, and you add that to the area of the base. So I found the area of the lateral faces, and I add to the area of the base.